Hi, welcome back to my channel. Just always first, thank you to everyone who subscribed and commented and just tuned in to my story. I'm really grateful. Today I wanted to talk about basically events. There were two events that going to during like psychosis, where it just I was really delusional, and really just I'm gonna try to explain as best as I can how I felt at these events. Um, I wasn't alone at this first event. It was something going on downtown in the city that I live, Indianapolis. I'm trying to explain. It was like a Indian heritage celebration, maybe. And there were a lot of Indians I saw, and there were Indian food and booths set up all around this like park. Um, and me and my mom went. We were downtown for something I don't remember, but we went to the event because it was, I guess, open to the public. And while I was there, I remember feeling like I was Jesus, like I was him, himself, Jesus. I I felt like everyone was looking at me like, oh my God, it's Jesus. And like, I would wave and I just would feel so, I guess, powerful, like, and manic at the time. I was really overly happy. And I just couldn't believe that, everyone was accepting and like not freaking out, but they were like, "Oh, it's really him." Like, I don't know. It was crazy how I felt at the time. I just, I just remember my mom like looking over at me like, what's going on in her mind? I felt like that's how she felt. Like, what is she thinking? Um, and I remember at the end of the event, after going around just waving at people and just feeling like I was Jesus Christ. At the end of the event, there were these sheriffs, dep deputy sheriffs, like standing there. It was maybe three or four of them. And I went up to them and I shook their hand and I said, "Thank you, thank you." And they smiled and they all shook my hand and they were really nice. Um, and I don't know why I thanked them. Um, Maybe for their service, but I was just really thankful for them. And my mom didn't have a smartphone at the time, so and I had my phone, but I didn't think to like take pictures of these moments. But I wish I had photographs of the of that event. That was the first event I remember going to after dealing with psychosis and having, paranoia and hallucinations and things like that. After dealing with those symptoms, I was kind of afraid to leave the house and go out to places and just like experience life again. But I did it, and that's how I felt. I felt like Jesus. And another event I remember going to, I believe it was like a back to school event. And at this one, I felt like I was being watched or stalked. I actually seen my ex's aunt at the event, and I seen her multiple times there. You know, how you run into someone at a party a couple times at the same party. Yeah, like I kept seeing her. I felt like she was stalking me, but that was just me being delusional and not in the right state of mind. Like, she has kids, they're going to school. It's about that time. So and it's for the public, so it's like she can be there. And my parents were there. Um, my dad he brought his kids, and me and my mom went. I think because we heard there was gonna be free food, and there's nothing better than free food, so we went. And yeah, I thought I was being stalked, and it it just made me not want to go to go to events after that, and be like social. Uh, I did, however, try to go to church, and all I would do was cry. Um, so fast forward to other events that I did try to go to, despite me not wanting to go anywhere. I felt like I should go to church. Um, all I would do was cry and just think of just my mind would be thinking so many thoughts during the service that I would just start crying. And I felt kind of like an outsider at church. I felt like I didn't belong. Um, Even though, you know, flashback to the event that I went to, I felt like Jesus. This was maybe a couple months later that I went to church, and I just felt out of place, like I was just misunderstood. Um, but I enjoyed going to church, so it's like I would still go, even though I felt out of place. I would still go. Um, I think that's how I'm gonna end it here. Just wanted to touch on just the like scale of how I could be up 1 minute and down the next. It was it was like being manic, just really overly happy or really overly sad. Like 1 minute I felt like Jesus Christ, the next I felt like I was being stalked, or 1 minute I felt happy to be out, next minute I felt like I didn't fit in. So it was just a very mixed emotion type of thing, and I just wanted to express that in this week's video. And um, that's where I'm gonna end it. Thanks, guys. See you next week.